What is good in the hood, peoples? How are you doing? Bougie, brother here on lockdown like the rest of the world. Hoping you're surviving. To those who have lost anybody, with all seriousness, condolences. To those dealing with issues, job loss, illnesses, strife, and just all in all life, prayers with you and your family. I'm going to start this one off thanking those who have been with me since day one. I started this project, I started Bougie Brother Project May 1st of last year, 2019. If you look at my first videos, and even now, I have no experience with social media. I never did Instagram, Facebook, avoided it all. I made a promise to myself and a commitment that I would do this for one whole year. And on April 29th, as of then, I don't know what I'm going to do. Thank you to those of you who have been with me since the beginning, giving me encouragement and critiques, and helping me out and just being there with me, even if you supporting me. Because without you guys, I don't know if I would have made it through it. And actually, I would have made it through, but you made it easier to continue. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and soul. I am truly grateful. And I don't think I've thanked you enough. I may have never truly thanked you at all like this. So at this point in time, thank you. I can't say enough. My favorite video that I've done was words. The setting may not have been great, but I think that was a really good, strong video, and I hope you might check it out. This one right here is interesting because at some point in time, on this stay home, social distancing, we can't go out, everything's shut down, and you're on lockdown with your partner, you've either thought at some point in time, man, I'm the luckiest person on the face of this earth, or at some point in time, get a shovel. And I can't wait for this to be over, and once this is over with, we're done. I'm going to ask everybody to think about this. You don't have to, but it is a humble request from yours truly. When it comes to your partner, life is truly contradictory or oxymoronic. Government intelligence is one of those things. Little things is what this one's going to be about, and I'm going to ask it to be about. Don't sweat the little things. And at the same time, little things do make a difference. With your partners, as you're going through the strife, the kids, and just you're in close confinement, you're not always supposed to be that confined. There was a reason why, and I've said this before, there is a reason why you got together in the first place. And hopefully it was not a shotgun wedding or forced upon you because of irresponsible thoughts, irresponsible duties such as having an unplanned pregnancy. But you're here. And when you're coming out of this, I like to always think about coming out of this because you're in it. But plan for the future, live for today. Before you think, I can't wait to get rid of this person because you're going at it and they're driving you crazy and you in turn are driving them crazy and you're playing little games back and forth and being spiteful and you're just ready to pull your hair out like I already have. And she already has as well, so she's bald now too. The problems you take are the problems that you have in this relationship currently, you're probably going to take into the next relationship. So think about considering addressing the problem. I've said before in earlier videos, there's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. And the truth is going to have more than likely both sides. With the disagreements, arguments, or contention, don't think about everything that they've done to contribute to the situation. First and foremost, think about the things that you've done and the destruction, or not the destruction, but think about the things that you've wrought to the situation. Not brought, but wrought to the situation. And think about trying to fix that before you go trying to fix them. The little things are very important. Little details add up to bigger things. And the little things that your partner asks you to do, consider doing them, because more than likely it isn't going to take that much time. It's going to be a small not an inconsideration, but it'll be something that small and that'll make you stop to just for a moment to do, but in the long run it would pay off. And at the same time, don't sweat the small stuff, because so many small things can just add up to big things. But at the same time, concentrate on the big things, the more important. Don't lose sight of the bigger picture. And we do. All the everyday minutia, we just get so bogged down and we just get so focused on this, and they're not doing this, and I want them to do this and do this, but they're doing so many other things. Try to let some of it go, because that might not be as important as you think about it when you step back. 80-20 rule. If you can get 80% of what you need from a person, chances are you are going to literally lose chasing the other. It's like playing blackjack. At some point in time, don't hit, you stay. And sometimes you're going to lose because the dealer has a better hand, and there's nothing you can do about that. And then you can also, if you get greedy, you know what happens. You just bust. And nobody wins except the dealer. Whoever the dealer is, bleh. It's really difficult. I don't have all the answers. I don't. Doing this, I've learned a lot about myself. Hopefully I have passed on some of my mistakes, and some of my mistakes that I've learned, I've been able to eloquently enough pass it on to where if you're listening, you can say, yes, that was good advice. And maybe he is onto something, and maybe I might try that. Even if you don't think it's all that great, if what you're doing hasn't been working as well, try somebody's advice. Try to take a different path, because you're trying to get somewhere. But sometimes taking the longer routes is the better route, because the short route, sometimes the shortcuts just aren't worth it, because it says it's a shortcut, but man, there's a lot of struggling through those shortcuts sometimes. I'm going to wrap this up. Everybody's going through what they're going through. I'm going to say this. We're only going to get through this together. You're only going to get through your life with other people. No matter how much of a loner you want to be, you can't do it all by yourself. And you're going to have to depend on those people around you. Choose them carefully. Don't sweat the small stuff, because everything's small stuff. And sometimes, you know what? All those little things add up to big things. I know, sort of contradictory and confusing, isn't it? Live your life as best as possible. Thank you for joining me. I'm striving for progress, not perfection. I hope you are too. I know this one sort of meandered everywhere. At this point in time, there's not a lot going on, and I'm trying to stay true to myself and not do something that I can't. Not that I can do this very well, but I do want to try to give things off best. As I circle back stupidly, I'm striving for progress, not perfection. I hope you are too. Until next time, everybody, be safe out there. Peace.